like anything over there. And so I had a friend that had told me that you're doing the Qi Gong, start doing Qi Gong. I was like, oh, I've been trying to find something. I wanted to start that, but like in a convenient location. I didn't want to do anything. I'm like do so much online. I'm like, so I was super stoked about that. And that's what I had, I was like, oh, okay, Tuesday. It's gonna be on Tuesday. So
did Jen tell you that we're moving that?
Oh no,
I didn't tell her we're moving it to Mondays yet.
Yeah, we're gonna move it to Mondays at 4:30 in the late afternoon.
Okay.
That's still work for your schedule.
I'll see about that. I'll do
Yeah,
my best to
we
make
were
it
not
work.
connecting with people at that Tuesday evening time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it was just kind of flat.
Yeah. But in this town, timing is so difficult to judge.
It's so
There's
difficult to
so
judge.
there's so much always going on
Yes,
in
it's
different directions.
That's very true. That is so true. That is definitely true. Beautiful. All right, here. So I'm going to pour some water in your bowl in just a moment because we are going to do a ritual tonight. It's a really beautiful energy that's happening today. And will be for the next 6 months.
Affirmation on that this earlier this morning. I'm like, okay, what do you see, buddy?
He's just a lover, truly. Oh, where's Buttercup? Oh, she's over there.
Susan.
So what part of town do you live in?
Downtown. That's why this is wonderful. Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
So I have the motorcycle shop on Main Street, Main in Hoover, just north of Charleston. Yeah.
The motorcycle selling shop or repair shop?
So we do a little bit of all of it. I've got a boutique showroom with some bikes for sale and merch and cool
That's so
old
cool.
stuff. Yeah, and then I've got a full service shop in the back, and we're
And
doing all
Hoover
sorts of
and
cool
Main?
stuff. Hoover, Main, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's got checkered flag on the building.
I'm trying to think of where Hoover is.
It's just 2 blocks north of Main. So we're
It's on north.
no south.
It is
South Main, yeah.
So where I was
But
in-
north of Charleston. So it's weird. It's that weird spot, like
Okay.
north of Charleston.
Okay. I don't
So
know.
it's like kind of that forgotten area at the moment. It's like
Yeah, I'm not picturing it. Give me a minute and I'll get there. So you have the intersection of Main and Charleston, and then on the northeast side of that is the Arts Factory.
correct.
So if you were to continue north of that, you're not north of that, you're south of that.
No, north of that, north of the Arts Factory.
You are north of
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where I was going. So are you by the English Hotel?
Yep, right next door to that. Like so, the next block over,
Okay. Are you on the east or west side then?
the east side.
Nice.
East side. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a cool little spot.
Yeah.
Old building.
Oh, yeah.
Old building built in the 50s.
Yeah.
And it was the original meat market
Nice.
in Vegas.
Yeah, I was so disappointed that it didn't work for me to stay on Main Street, but it was a really tough scenario that started to unfold for me real fast after Tony Shea passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first year of being in there, I opened it at the end of 2020, and it was great. It was really quieter, and they didn't meter the parking yet and all that stuff, and the vision was still very much in place to put, the art galleries and more local restaurants and boutiques. And then unfortunately, in 22, he passed, and then everything just went to hell in a handbasket real fast. So I said, I got to get out of here. This is
Yeah,
not going to be good for my health.
the parking situation down there is definitely just a single, like just one challenge. So I've seen quite a bit of change happen in the arts district over the last, 15, 16 years. So it's been interesting to watch all the different phases of evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Different influences
Absolutely.
and vibes changing. So.
Oh yeah, I've been in Vegas for 30 years, and off and on, I was in southern Utah for 15 of that 30 years, but we were here all the time because we had family, lots of family here.
Mm-hmm.
Our grown children are all here. And I had actually a little yoga studio in the Arts Factory.
Oh.
And then Cheryl Slater with this guy, I basically said, okay, it was very quick how the Utah thing came about. And I just said, here's everything, just take it. Do what you might.
So you must know Wes then pretty well.
I only know him very casually.
Oh, really?
Very,
Okay.
very casually, yes. Yeah. But you're right, it has gone through a lot of changes, a lot. And when I first moved here in '96, you did not come downtown.
No.
It was really scary coming downtown. It's like majorly scary.
Yeah.
So when we came back in 2019, and I was really focused on creating a public, studio, and I was very interested in the arts district. And my husband was like, yeah, it's super cool. You need to come and see. So we went and looked at some things together. He was very surprised at the revitalization, and he could see the vision too. So, but what meant to be? This is much better.
Yeah, this is a wonderful space.
Thank
This is, and it's nice to actually get out of like downtown. This feels like another little world.
Yeah. It is another little world. I mean, we have a lot of very mature plants, and nature is very much prevalent here, and I'm just super grateful for all of that. Okay. So we have Pamela +1 coming, and we still don't know if Jocelyn and Christian are coming.
And Candace and her +1.
Oh yeah, and Candace and her +1. So, was traffic bad?
Yeah, I mean, I only came a few miles, so I didn't have any.
We're live, right, Jen?
Yep.
Well, we're going to have an amazing yoga nidra practice. Have you practiced yoga nidra before?
I'm sorry, yoga, what? Nidra. No, I have not.
You're going to love it. You especially going to love it. I just learned how to channel the energy. It's incredible. It's an amazing practice. Again, it's a very ancient lineage. And it's about the goddess yoga nidra. It's really very beautiful, the whole teaching and the philosophy behind it and the motivation behind it. It's quite lovely.
You have both mics on, right?
I
That's what I
do.
was squinting at you for.
I do.
Okay, good.
They're under my scarf.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think, Jen, I'm going to play, I'll probably do the Brilliant Call tonight.
Awesome.
We should put the moon on it. Do we have time to change that real quick?
Who do you want to switch it for?
We'll just change it for this one.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought about that. Yes, please. I heard somebody coming in. Oh, yeah. Here they come. Beautiful. Yes. Nice. Thank you, dear. You're welcome. Sorry, I keep your dishes. No, you're fine. Okay, Otis. Come on. Hello. Come on. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Come on, Buttercup.
This is my friend Christina.
Hi, Christina. Melanie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
No, no, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Go back there. Go on. Go, go. Okay, welcome. We're going to do a special ritual tonight. So, sea salt, water. Christina, do you want me to just go with you?
I can usually like
You're good right there.
yeah, thank you.
All right, I think I'll go ahead and get started. Otis is our greeter. If it's too much, just give him a shove. He'll get the message. Maybe. All right, well, Thursdays, we welcome the practice of Yoga Nidra into this space. And I always love to be able to offer this because I get to play a lot of the gong when I offer Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is a practice that essentially is revealing what is hidden in our unconscious mind. And it's very mysterious what is happening in our unconscious mind. But I want to share a little bit about this new moon that's happening, which is a really important cosmic event that's happening right now. First, I want to teach about the mother teacher of this goddess Yoga Nidra. So she teaches us that there are 3 states of mind: waking, dreaming, sleeping. And then there's a 4th state, which is this turiya. And the turiya is essentially the state beyond. So this is the state that we reach when we practice Yoga Nidra with awareness. It's a state of superconsciousness that the practice of Yoga Nidra invokes. And it's a journey through these stages of consciousness, or these states of consciousness, by remaining awake and aware. So we will be lying down when we get to the point where we're practicing the scripted guided meditation part of the Yoga Nidra, the essential part of the Yoga Nidra practice. And you'll see that you will reach a state where you'll be in that in-between dream and awake state. And that's the state of Turiya. So if you just remain awake and aware, and I'll remind you a couple of times as I'm going through the guiding process of it, of stay awake and aware. You'll hear my voice very far away reminding you about this. So as we continue to go into this state of Turiya, or superconscious state, we are led closer and closer to the state of deep sleep. And then beyond that is our true self. So we do not fall asleep to the beauty of our true nature. That's such a beautiful thing to consider. We are aware and aware of awareness. So there are feminine qualities in Yoga Nidra that are the connection to the universal energy of the mother, which includes nurturing, support, rejuvenation, receptivity, and surrender. And when we remember and we honor, this is very much a devotional practice. This is where the beautiful spirituality of this entire lineage comes into play. It was one of my favorite things about this practice is that there's such devotion to it. Without dogma, it's just a sense of devotion. So when we remember and honor this great mother teacher, she's known as Mataji, or the energy of the universal mother, we honor a lineage of teachers. It's a living lineage of teachers that hold this information, that hold this wisdom. And we have that, we carry that as well. Because in that is an inclusion of our own ancestral mothers, the lineage of our ancestral mothers, even if we do not know their names. So the Goddess Yoga Nidra creates inspiration and devotion to the nurturing and healing forces of the Divine Mother to receive the grace of deep, conscious yogic sleep that awakens you to the most powerful parts of yourself. So this yoga is also very, very therapeutic in nature. And if you have suffered before from something very traumatic in your life, so you have a sense of PTSD from whatever that traumatic experience was, it's embedded in your cells as a living memory, as a living experience. And this helps to remove it because you go so deep down inside of the cellular mechanism where the vibration exists of this imprint. And it literally changes it, it rewrites it. And they've done lots of studies in particularly Walter Reed Hospital, which is a veteran hospital, it's an Army hospital, where they've done studies with veterans in particular with Yoga Nidra with great results. So, it's nice to know that there is opportunity for these practices to be introduced into the allopathic systems with success. But what I'm here for is to have an experience of whatever comes forward for us to have an experience tonight, whether you've had trauma or not. Because true knowledge flows from our inner wisdom. True knowledge now, in this age of Aquarius, is not about picking up a book, although picking up a book is important and it's a great thing to do. But really, the experience and the wisdom comes from your experience. They go hand in hand. So the gifts of Yoga Nidra are endless within this lifelong practice. So the new moon happened today at 4:44. And that is a pivotal moment too, because 4:44 is an angel number, and it is the number of unconditional love. It's actually heightened unconditional love, 4:44. So whenever we have a new moon, we always wait till after the moon goes dark, and then we practice our ritual or whatever it is that we're wanting to tap into the frequency of this new moon. Maybe like 3-5 minutes or even an hour or so afterwards, which we're in that window of about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes after the moon went dark. So it's perfect. And what I would like for us to do is to seed intentions and affirmations, because this new moon is very special in this Piscean transit. It is in Pisces. There's a strong Gemini influence. And so it's very much about, I'll share a little bit more. It's very much about making a wish, declaring an affirmation, stating a goal or vision, as it's holding this very unique manifesting frequency for the next 6 months. We have this trajectory between now and the full moon on September the 7th in Pisces again. And that full moon experience will have a north node eclipse. So it will have a solar eclipse happening at the same time of the full moon in Pisces. And it's really, really powerful what we have in front of us right now. So the North Node points the way as a guiding star to our collective evolutionary direction. So we can and we will release old pain tonight with this ritual that we're about to do, and then going right into our yoga nidra practice. We can surrender. And when we surrender, what do we do when we surrender? We don't go like this, we go like this. We open up our heart. We really open ourselves up. Because the heart contains an amazing amount of energy. In fact, more so, it's more important than our mental process. It has incredible, like 108 suns amount of light and energy the heart has. And it's extraordinarily intelligent. In fact, it has the same makeup of cells that our brain does. So really, we have all these teachings about master the mind, master the mind, master the mind, which are important, very important, but more importantly is the mastery of the heart. So the more that we can surrender and really open ourselves up to be heart-centered beings, to have our heart over the head, have the heart as our compass. And this time of this magical, mystical Piscean transit is a perfect opportunity to cultivate that. Because it's very creative, this energy. So art is really important right now, to be creative in however you want to create. You want to write, you want to paint, you want to sing, you want to dance. You want to just be you in your own extraordinary way. Please do so, even more so. Be more aware of that. So surrendering to let your dreams guide you. Embracing creativity, compassion, and spirituality. All right, so you all have your water and your bowl. So we're going to do our ritual now. So you'll take your bowl, bring it in front of you. I love working with water. We work a lot with fire in this room too. And but I felt like working with water tonight. This is a water sign, Pisces. And it's very fluid when we move into these spaces of fluidity right now within this Piscean transit. So we'll take our bowl of water and just hold it with your left hand. And place your right hand on just below your navel plate. Closing your eyes and just really breathe into the water. This is starting our journey and our process, our ritual of alchemizing the water with our breath, with our unique energy and frequency. Just feel this beautiful alchemization unfolding. Those of you who are watching at home, I do hope that you're able to join us in this ritual together. As you breathe in, feel that your inhale is bringing you everything that you need. And you're sharing that experience into your water. And as you breathe out, feel that whatever is no longer serving you is being released. And feel this water is supporting that as well, washing it away. Good. And inhale, exhale. Just continue to hold the water with your left hand. And we're going to take our right Jupiter finger and we're going to begin to stir this water in a clockwise motion. So we just give it a few stirs just to have the concept of what it is to be stirring this water. But now pausing in the center, and we'll be creating an affirmation. So I'm going to say the affirmation out loud, and then I would like for you to say it out loud, softly to yourself. And as you're saying it out loud, I want you to stir in a clockwise motion 13 times. All right, there are 13 cycles of the moon. So we're tapping into the moon energy and we're charging the water with the beautiful frequency of this new moon. All right? So our first affirmation is, I trust my intuition completely. And you can say that affirmation as many times as you want as you're stirring the 13 times. Good. When you've completed your 13 times on the first affirmation, we'll continue. I am ready to grow into a higher version of myself. I am ready to grow into a higher version of myself. I am ready to grow into a higher version of myself. I am ready to grow into a higher version of myself. So we have 2 more affirmations that we're going to be doing. Third affirmation that we'll be releasing into the water. I am worthy of living the life of my dreams. The last affirmation that I'm going to be offering to you is, I am grateful for this moment right now, and I am excited about the path. I am grateful for this moment right now, and I am excited for this path. when you are ready, I invite you to release any other affirmations that you would like. Perhaps you have some personal affirmations that you would like to imbibe into the water at this point. Please go ahead. We'll take about another 2 or 3 minutes for you to have a personal moment now with this blessing water that you are charging and creating, uniquely for yourself, collectively for all of us. Completed. Take your water and you're just going to begin to anoint yourself. Anoint your eye, anoint the crown of your head, put some on your lips, take some and place it on your throat, on your heart, navel point. Take a little bit of the water and just gently sprinkle it around you. Just blessing your space, placing this sense of a circle of protective light around you. You're going to be able to take this water with you. We'll give you some cups and some containers that you can take it with you. Good. Beautiful. Nice. So we'll just take the bowl now and set it aside. Make sure you put it in a space that you don't hit it and knock it over. That was beautiful. Thank you. So we're going to tune in now and begin to create an experience with Kundalini. The goddess Kundalini is this incredible energy that sits at the base of our spine. She also is a goddess energy. And when we awaken her, when we invoke her, when we activate her, she rises up in a 3.5 cycle pattern. So she sits right at the base of the spine around the sacral area. It's known as the yoni, the space, the sacred space, this cave where she sits. And when she rises, she comes up in a 3.5 cycle pattern and brings all of the chakra energies online. And when they come online, you start to have an experience of, wow, I'm really feeling something. Your nervous system gets more charged, your immune system gets strengthened. Everything just starts to happen fairly quickly. And because we're doing it in a group space and I'm creating a container for the space, it will be even more powerful as we do this. So what will happen at that point is that we'll create a mantra. And the mantra that we start with is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, as we activate her and self-initiate with her. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And this is a very ancient sound code, series of sound codes that we create to honor the teachers, the living lineage that's within this technology of Kundalini, invoking the Mother Goddess Kundalini. So once we do that, and we start to have the experience of her being activated and we're self-initiating, we then create the second mantra, which is just below that on your sheet. It's known as the Mangala charm. And I highly recommend that you familiarize yourself with the mantra in particular, because it's a very useful mantra to have outside of this very sacred and safe space. This is a mantra that we use to shield us, to magnetize us. It's a simultaneous thing. So whenever I go to get in my car, or if I'm going to go get on an airplane, or go travel or outside of this space, and I use it in this space sometimes too, I invoke this mantra, and it's charging my auric field, which is a light field that surrounds us, and it expands further out into the radiant body. And the radiant body literally extends for like 25 miles. It's a huge energy field. So we want to charge this field, these fields, with this light of our own unique expression of truth. And when you are in your expression of truth, in your unique expression of truth, you are very, very powerful. And your presence, you don't even have to say a word when you walk into a room or into a situation. Your presence speaks for you. And this mantra will help support that. So let's start. Let's begin by rubbing the hands together. And you want to sit in a way that your hips are squared and your spine starts to lengthen right up into the center of that squared hip posture. Good. So keep rubbing the hands. We're stimulating the brain. Nice. Keep rubbing. Close your eyes. We're also starting to activate the 5 elemental energies in the body with this movement of rubbing the hands. As we rub the hands, the 5 energies of the tattvas, earth, fire, air, water, and ether, are also becoming activated, balanced, harmonized. We have 7 star force energies in the hands as well. Those are also becoming activated. Keep rubbing. Excuse me. Good. Now let's consolidate and really press the hands nice and firmly together. Gently, but lifting the chest and let the elbows stretch out to the sides. Placing your thumbs right in the center of the chest. This is the energetic center of the 4th chakra, heart. Feel this energy that you've created by rubbing the hands together flowing into the heart, and the heart gratefully receiving this additional energy as she opens even wider. Even more power. Radiating this energy of love, 108 suns, vitality. This is the seat of the soul, your infinite nature. It's all here in our heart. Good. Let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the open mouth a few times just to purge and let go. Again. Good. Now just breathe normally and naturally, creating a regulating of your breath. Grateful for the breath, your body, your mind, your spirit. This beautiful opportunity that we always create when we come together and practice together. It's known as group consciousness. It's a beautiful way for us to strengthen our community. Within community is the word unity, space and unity. All right, we're going to tune in. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Hold your breath. As you hold the breath, squeeze at the base of the spine, lifting the pelvic floor, but squeeze the muscles of the spine, along the spine. Squeeze up. And exhale. Good. Feel this energy beginning to rise. This activation, this initiation. All the chakra is coming online. We'll use the halo arc line, the band of energy that sits at the hairline. We'll feed all this energy now from the inside of us into the exterior fields of light, expanding with the light of truth. Ajikadename,
Jugadikadename, Satkadename, Siddhikurudevaname, Adkadename, Jugadikadename, Satkadename, Siddhikurudevaname, Adkadename, Jugadikadename, Satkadename, Siddhikurudevaname.
Inhale. Hold the breath again, squeezing the body but expanding your light. Clear, bright, radiant, all directions. Let's merge together and beam to infinity and beyond. Exhale. And grateful for the light team, our ancestors, guides, angels, the sages, the rishis, the avatars. They're always present and always with us. Beautiful. All right, let's come into all fours and we'll do what we know as cat, cow. So we'll start to move the spine. So placing your hands, spread the fingers wide. And place your hands so they're right under your shoulder width apart. So we create what we call divine alignment, where we put ourselves into these postures. It's very specific how they allow the energy to start to move and flow. So check this out. You're going to spread your fingers wide. Put the weight into your fingers, out of the wrist. All right, start there. Now, look at your knees. Knees are hip width apart. Put your heels together, tops of the feet on the floor. Let's exhale and arch your back up. Pull the navel up to the spine, drop the head. Now inhale, arching the pelvis up, spine drops down, head lifts. Exhale, this is the cat. Inhale, this is the cow. So we'll just keep going back and forth. Breathe through your nose. Smoothly going back and forth between these two movements of cat and cow. Circulating the energy and the fluid in the spine. Good. Breathe through your nose. Keep the container of the breath in the body. So keep the mouth closed. Go at your own pace. You can go slow, speeding it up if you like, or just sort of go at your own pace, whatever that is. Eyes are closed. Roll them up to the third eye point. Good. Inhale. Head up. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hold the breath. Spine is arched down. Push the navel out. Good. Now inhale. Exhale. Pardon me. Exhale. Pull the navel up to the spine. Tuck the chin into the throat. Hold here with the breath out. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Good. Inhale, center. And then exhale, we'll sit back on the heels, opening the knees wide. We'll come to put our hands together, stretch the arms out on the floor, and bring the forehead down to the floor, to the mat. Open the knees as wide as you need to be able to stay back on the heels. Breathe into your whole back. Breathe into this space that you're creating as you come into this posture of Guru Pranam. This is bowing to the Guru. And in this time and space, we ourselves are the Guru. So breathe into this energy of devotion, of bowing, of surrendering, of humility. Offering your intention once more if you like. We're going to be working with another intention of sankalpa, which is a heart-seating affirmation, intentional statement for our practice of yoga nidra. And we'll slowly rise up. Good. And we'll stretch the legs out. We'll keep our left leg extended, and we'll bring the right foot onto the inside of the left leg. So we'll be doing this 3-part series of practice for our work strength and nervous system regulation. All on the left side. It's very interesting. A lot of this Kriya work that we do in Kundalini technology is very unique. This one is one of my favorites to do to prep us for practicing Yoga Nidra. So we're going to do a specific breath pattern with this 3-part series. We're going to be breathing in 4 sniffs through the nose. And as we do the 4 sniffs through the nose, you want to mentally vibrate sa, ta, na, ma. This is the cycle of infinity, the sounds of the cycle of infinity. Birth, life, death, and rebirth. It's the 5 seed sounds that the universe is always making as it's creating. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sit, ah. Those are the 5 sounds. So we'll do that with 4 sniffs in. So. And then we're going to hold the breath while we cycle it mentally 4 times, those 4 sounds. Satanama, 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 satanama. And then we're going to powerfully exhale all the breath out 2 times, all out the nose, with the mantra Wahe Guru. We're going to really use the diaphragm. Wahe Guru. And what the Wahe Guru does is it amplifies the 22 counts of the Satanama. So we're going to do that for a while. And as we come into this posture, we'll either reach and catch hold of the toes with both hands, or you can hold onto your leg wherever is comfortable for you. The important thing is to not hunch the back. Keep the spine lengthened, heart open, and you're leading with the heart. And your eyes are going to remain open, and you're going to look at the big toe of the left foot. All right, are we ready? Let's try it. So 4 sniffs in. Now hold the breath. Satanama, 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 satanama. 2 powerful strokes out. All through the nose. Good, keep going. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe Guru. Now keep going on your own. Keep going for 30 more seconds in this posture. Keep your eyes open, focusing on the left big toe. Stay steady in your mental focus and vibration of Satanama and the Waheguru. Synchronize your breath with the stroking, the holding, and the expelling, all with the mental vibrations of Satanama and Waheguru. This 16 count breath is a preparation of a breath practice that prepares us to go to sleep, to relax, to move our brain patterns into a different state of brain activity. It's very powerful for the nervous system. It regulates the nervous system quite quickly. Boosts your immune system. Increases the function of the glands, stimulating your pineal gland and your pituitary glands. Pituitary is the master gland of your system. So everything's starting to come online in a very heightened way. All right, good. Wherever you are, relax. If you like, you can stretch the right leg out for a minute, shake it out a little bit, shake both legs out. We're going to come back into that same posture. But we're going to put our hands a little bit differently. Good. Okay. Let's come into the posture again. So your right foot inside. Now this time you're going to take your palms, press them firmly together, and place them on the inside of the left leg. Stretching again. And once more, the eyes are open and you're gazing. You're using this toe as your horizon line. And you're really projecting. What's that? Your left leg is out, so we're just doing everything on the left side. Yeah, and you're going to take your hands and put them together, and place your hands on the inside of the left leg. Yeah, that's perfect. Good. Once more, the heart is open, eyes are open, and we're going to keep going with that same breath pattern. So here we go. Sa, ta, na, na, satanama, 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 wahe, guru, sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, guru, sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, Guru, sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, Guru, sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, Guru. Now keep going on your own for a minute and a half. You got this. Really mentally vibrate those sounds. Very clear about them in your mind. Keep going for the last 45 seconds. 17 of you who are watching us online, keep up. We're all doing this together. Right. Continue to vibrate mentally the mantra Satanama. 4 strokes in, and then mentally vibrate it another 16 times, 22 total, and then amplify it with the Wahe Guru on the 2 times expulsion out. Keep going, everybody. Preparing ourselves for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Everything we're doing in this powerful time frame of this new moon just going dark is being totally amplified. Do your best. Just relax into it. It's a beautiful opportunity. Last 10 seconds. Good. Now relax. Stretch the right leg out. And we'll take our time and we're going to stand up for the 3rd and final posture in this series of work strength and nervous system balance and regulation. So we'll take our time to stand. And we'll come into what's known as archer pose. So again, just on the left side. Take the left foot and step forward. Make a big stance, wide stance. The left toes are pointing straight ahead. Your right foot is pivoted. Toes slightly in, heel is slightly out. All right? And then look to see that your left heel, if you were to draw a line, would go back right into the arch of the back right foot. So check yourself if you're aligned. Good. Now, as you're coming to stand tall, I want you to feel the weight even back to front. And this posture is quite powerful in that it's representing the past, the present, and we're going to project into the future. So we'll keep going with that same exact breath pattern into this posture. So your left arm extends. You're going to curl your fingers in, but stretch your thumb up. Yep, your left leg is forward. That's correct. And as you gaze into your thumb, this is going to be the compass that you're projecting towards the future. Now pull your bow with the right arm. Same mudra with the hand, same position with the hand. Fingers curled in, thumb extended. Stretch back. As you stretch back, feel your shoulders relax. Open the chest and the heart and the throat. Now bend the left knee. Make sure your weight is even. Keep your gaze through that left thumb. And we'll begin that breath practice with the Satanama once more. Satanama, 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 Wahe, Guru, Satanama, 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 Wahe, Guru, Satanama, 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 Wahe, Guru. Keep going. Keep your jaw relaxed. Tendency is to clench the teeth. Keep the jaw relaxed and keep the eyes soft. Keep them steadily gazing into the thumb and beyond. Project. This is projecting. Hold steady. We're here for another minute and 10 seconds. Shoulders relaxed, heart open. Use this posture to really open up the heart. Last one. Good. Now take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth and project. Nice and relax. Now shake out your arms and legs. And if you like, get some water. We have a water machine in the back. Do you need water? So you have a lot of blankets and pillows around you. So I'm going to invite you now to move the blankets, these two blankets that are stacked here, just put them off to the side. Be careful of your water. Have them where you can reach them. Yep. Because we're going to do a couple of postures, 2 or 3 postures first before we lay on our backs, all right? Now you have the bolster as well. So put that to where you can reach for it also. You see there's a strap on one end. So put the strap to where you can easily reach for it. Because that's going to go behind your knees when you go to lay on the back. Nice. Good. Then the green and gold pillows, you're also going to just move them aside. So the first posture that we're going to do is called Makarasana, which is the crocodile pose. This is preparing us for our yoga nidra practice. So as we lie down on our belly, we have our hands and arms crossed and our forehead is resting. So we want to have the elbows kind of scooted underneath us so that as our head is resting on the forearms, you've got space. Your face is smushed into the ground. As you lie here in this Makarasana, I invite you to melt. Just start to melt. And as you're beginning to connect into your breathing, this is this posture preparing us to move into the energy space of the Yoga Nidra practice. Our sankalpa that we're going to begin our practice with seating, this affirmation, this intention rather, it's a heart-seating intention. I am as vast as the dark night sky, both empty and full. I surrender to grace. I am awake to the infinite space of the eternal. My creativity, inspiration, and potential are boundless. Now really feel your navel rise and fall and your rib cage inflate as you breathe in and out. I'm going to invite you to find a 1 to 2 breath ratio. So we're going to inhale for a count of 3 and exhale for a count of 6. No strain in the breath. Make your breath as smooth and tranquil as possible. Diaphragmatic breathing. Navel is rising and falling. Rib cage inflates and deflates. Breathing in and out. Inhaling for a count of 3. Exhaling for a count of 6. If you would like, you can increase the inhalation and then double the exhalation. So if you're going to do 4, inhaling for a count of 4, you would exhale for a count of 8. Continue to breathe in this way, this 1 to 2 breath ratio, making your breath as smooth and tranquil as possible. Feeling your navel rising and falling. for one more minute. Starting our process of going deep, deep, deep into the space of the goddess Yoga Nidra, staying awake and aware. Now, taking your time, I'm inviting you to roll to your right side. Rolling onto your right side. Imagine the whole left side of your body is breathing. As you lay on your right side, the left nostril is open. Feel the breath entering the left nostril. Whole left side of the body is breathing. Feeling a sense of coolness and nurturing entering your body. Now slowly taking your time and roll onto your left side in a fetal position and breathe through the right nostril. Feeling now as though the entire right side of your body is breathing. Good. Now we're going to turn and lie on our backs. And this is where you are going to take your time and reach for the pillow from behind your head, the bolster behind your knees. You're going to create a Yoga Nidra rest nest. I recommend that you take both blankets and you open them up and cover yourself with both blankets, creating a heaviness on top of you. Sliding that bolster underneath the knees. Those of you at home, take your time and grab whatever pillows and items you can use close by for you. Don't skimp. Get whatever you need to be very, very comfortable for these next 20 minutes in our practice of this new moon going into the void Yoga Nidra practice. We're not only working with the goddess Yoga Nidra, but we're working with the goddess of Kali. Qi Gong. Qi is the seed mantra of the goddess Kali, who rules over time, space, and action. Om is the sound of creation in the higher self. As you lay down, I invite you to feel your connection at the base of the spine to the earth. We've already drawn a circle of protection around us with our blessing of the water and having the water blessing sprinkled all around us. So feel that you truly are in a sacred circle of protection where you can let go completely. Begin to breathe now through both nostrils equally. And see or sense the flow of breath moving through the central channel of your spine. And I want you to notice the sounds that are in the space around you. And just let your awareness jump from sound to sound outside of your protective circle. Bringing into your sacred space, your own inner circle, your sankalpa. Repeating out loud, it'll be call and response. I am as vast as the dark night sky. Both empty and full. I surrender to grace. I am awake to the infinite space of the eternal. My creativity, inspiration, and potential are boundless. I am as vast as the dark night sky. Both empty and full. I surrender to grace. I am awake to the infinite space of the eternal. My creativity, inspiration, and potential are boundless. I am as vast as the dark night sky, both empty and full. I surrender to grace. I am awake to the infinite space of the eternal. My creativity, inspiration, and potential are boundless. Beautiful. Practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Feel the earth beneath you and your body breathing. Notice your body breathing. Feel prana. Life's energy force moving into your body as you inhale. And feeling the apana, the energy of release as you breathe out. Feel this prana and apana process riding on the breath as you breathe. Bringing awareness to your spine. Silently begin to chant Ah as you inhale. Ah, as you inhale. Feeling the sound rise from the base of your spine to the crown. And hum as you exhale. Hum as you exhale. Feeling the sound descend down from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Continue to mentally chant the sounds of the breath. As you inhale, feeling the sound rise from the base of the spine to the crown. As you exhale, feeling the sound descend down from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Bless you. Just focusing on the breath. Feel the earth beneath you. Notice your body breathing. Awareness of the breath. The sounds of the breath moving up from the base of your spine to the crown. Descending down from the crown to the base of your spine on the exhale. Not forcing the breath, just simply feeling this breath internally. Listening to the sound of the breath. Feel all the points of your body that are connected to the floor. Feel your body relax. Feel where your heels connect to the earth. Notice which parts of your legs connect to the earth. Feel where your buttocks and the ground connect. Notice the parts of your spine that connect to the earth. Feel the contact point between your shoulder blades and the earth. Feel the back of your head and where it connects to the earth. Feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Feel each exhalation grounding you and relaxing your body more and more. Feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Feel the space between your body and the earth. Feel all the parts of your body that are not connected to the earth. Feel the space between your body and the earth. Feel all the parts of your body that are not connected to the earth. up and down your spine. Continue to silently repeat ah as you inhale, hum as you exhale. Each time you exhale, hum, feel the body release a little more. Now bring your awareness to your toes. Feel the presence of prana, raw life force energy. Inhale, feel a wave of prana traveling from the tips of your toes all the way to the crown of your head. As you exhale, the wave of prana moves back down to the soles of your feet. With your next breath, feel the wave from your ankles to the top of your head and back down to your ankles. Feeling the breath, prana, move from the ankles to the top of your head, back down to your ankles. Now feel prana move from your knees to the top of your head and back to your knees. Feel prana move from your knees to the top of your head, back to your knees. Follow prana from your hips to the crown of your head, back to your hips as you exhale. Inhale, hips to the crown of the head. Exhale, crown of the head to the hips. Now watch prana and presence move from your navel center to the crown of your head. Back to your navel as you exhale. Navel center to the crown of the head. Crown of the head to the navel. Now from the throat center, now from the heart center, observe the wave from the heart center to the crown of the head, back to the heart center. Heart center center to the crown of the head, back to the heart center. Now observe from the throat center, watching the prana move from the throat center to the crown of the head and back to the throat center as you exhale. Throat center to the crown, crown to the throat center. Now inhale and sense the wave move from your third eye to the crown of your head and back to the third eye point as you exhale. Inhaling, sensing the wave move from the third eye to the crown of your head, back to the third eye as you exhale. Now inhale and sense presence move from the Guru Chakra, the point between the third eye and crown, to the crown of the head, and back to the Guru Chakra as you exhale. This is the Bindu, between the third eye and the crown. Sensing presence move from this Guru Chakra to the crown of the head, back to this Guru Chakra as you exhale. Now let your awareness settle at your third eye. Feel the breath moving in and out from this point. In and out from the third eye. Now move your awareness to the throat center. Feel presence moving in and out of your throat center. Now move your awareness to the heart center. Feel presence moving in and out of your heart center. Still resting awareness at your heart. Imagine the space below your body is a dark void, inky black space. Feel the space above your body as a dark void. This space to the right of your body is a dark void. To the left of your body is dark space. The space above your head is a void, dark space. Below your feet is a void, dark, black space. Sense the space inside your body is a void, dark space. Feel that you are present, floating in the void. You are empty, dark space. Rest in and ends the void. Rest in spaciousness. Bring awareness back to the heart center. Feel the breath moving in and out from the heart center. Bring your sankalpa into your presence and awareness one more time. I am as vast as the dark night sky, both empty and full. I surrender to grace. I am awake to the infinite space of the eternal. My creativity, inspiration, and potential are boundless. Now let awareness rest at each of the energy centers in your body. Third eye, breathe in and out. Throat center, breathe in and out. Heart center, breathe in and out. Navel center, breathe in and out. Base of the spine, breathe in and out. Practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Slowly welcome yourself back, taking your time. Deepen your breath, savoring this liminal space as long as you like. Generating movement in your own fashion, fingers and toes, stretching and moving about in such a way to wake up. you're ready, I invite you to once more roll onto your right side, curling up in that very comforting, safe, fetal position. Just come into a very gentle self-inquiry. What was your experience of sensing your body suspended in space without support? What did you see, feel, or hear? What emotions or thoughts did you feel arising? Just let this flame, the altar of your heart, guide your responses. Good, and then when you're ready, please come all the way up to sitting. Taking your time. And gently begin to rub the hands together. And when you're ready, you can bring them once more into prayer mudra of the heart. Excuse me. And blessing yourself, blessing your loved ones, your family, your friends, your pets. Blessing all beings on this planet and all beings beyond this planet. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Go in beauty and peace be with you. Until we meet again in the light of our hearts. And may peace prevail on earth. So, So we're going to take our time to really come fully back into our body before we leave the room, because it's a very deep experience that we always create for ourselves in this yoga nidra practice. And those of you who are at home, or if you're having to go out and drive, I do suggest you give yourself some time to integrate. We're going to serve you tea and we have some really yummy fruit from the farmer's market. So it's good to just sit, and integrate that. We have yoga tea, it's non-caffeinated. It's really good to drink after this experience. So how was that? Yeah, good. So we went to the void. We definitely were floating around out there. It was pretty awesome. And the gong was very helpful for that.
That's what it was.
Uh-huh. That was the moon gong, yeah.
You love it.
Those are extra cups, take your blessing water.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so take your water home and, you can sprinkle a little bit in your car if you want to. But yeah, take it home with you and you can put it on your threshold. You can sprinkle a little bit maybe in your, where you sleep. Or maybe you have an altar space in your home. You can put it on your home space, altar space. Just, do whatever you feel you're inclined to do with it. Let your intuition guide you and how you wish to bless more with this water. It's very, very powerful. Thank you, Jim. So tomorrow we start our Eliminated Life Teachers Training. It's going to be an incredible 5-month, 7-weekend experience. And we're really looking forward to us gathering in the next Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, honey. The next 7 weekends together. We have a nice group that's come together with this. We still have opportunity for you to join if you've at least been interested. And we're going to explore what it is to be authentically you with the technology of yoga. If you want to be a teacher after you've completed the immersion, I'll certainly support you with that. So that's what's happening tomorrow. And tomorrow is when that final planet joins the big parade in the sky. So we have all 7 visible tomorrow. Mercury joins the parade. It's been an interesting month with those planets. Very, very interesting. It's Christina or Christine?
Christina.
I want you to experience